Here we go again, another midweek message, and what a beautiful day. It's Tuesday morning. What's the time? 7 o'clock. Beautiful sunshine. I just took a photo of a cobweb in the garden. Huge cobweb. Lovely thing. I don't suppose it's a tarantula, but it must be a big spider. 13 centigrade, which is 55 Fahrenheit. 94% humidity. The barometric pressure, 994 millibars. Very low. We've had a lot of low pressure recently, which has brought a lot of rain. The flag, well, a little bit of breeze, I suppose, from the west, but the blue sky is really nice up there. Go to rants.info and you will see a video taken from Worthing Pier. Tricia took the video, actually, of the rough sea, the cruel sea. Have a look at that. rants.info, just a quick video. I think it's a minute and a half or something. Quite a nice shot of the sea. Not quite a Florida or Barbados beach, but that's what you get. That's Worthing seafront for you. I was talking about TV programmes the other day, and I mentioned 40 Towers. Several of you have said, I can't find anything on YouTube or anywhere about 40 Towers. It's not 40 as in 40. I should have made it clear. 40, Faulty. His name is Basil Fawlty. That's John Cleese. So it's 40 Towers. Look that up and you will find, I'm sure, lots of... Well, there are only 12 episodes made. John Cleese decided that 12 episodes was enough because you can overdo things, can't you? You know, some programmes, they go on, episode after episode, and they run out of storylines in the end. They just totally run out of ideas and it just becomes, I don't know, it becomes silly and boring. As you know, I'm always going on about pubs, because they are a good benchmark of what is happening in Britain, if not the world. Rural pubs and shops are closing at an alarming rate. That was the headline, the strap line on the telly. And they reckon, I don't know about this, they reckon Netflix nights are one of the things to blame. So everyone says, let's have a Netflix night. We'll stay in and watch 150 films and stay in bed for about a week watching telly. Is that one of the reasons that people don't go to pubs anymore, so pubs close? I would say the reason is the price of the drinks. I think I told you, Tricia and I, when we went to Alton, it was, a pint of IPA and a gin and tonic, £15. So we had a couple of drinks each, £30. We were only in this pub for about an hour, if that. £30 spent. Stone the crows. I think it's the price of the drinks. It's nothing to do with Netflix. I don't know, that might come into it, but it does seem rather odd. But pubs and rural shops and the rest of it, I think is a good benchmark as to what's going on generally. Shops closing, they can't afford the rent, the staff, pubs closing. And they're saying that some rural places now, like villages I suppose they mean, they're just cut off. They haven't got a post office, they're just cut off. The bus route's cancelled. They don't want to send a bus out there anymore. So I don't know what these people are going to do in these villages. They'll have to become self-sufficient, like The Good Life. Do you remember The Good Life? That was another brilliant programme with Richard Bryars, Felicity Kendall. I forget the other names. That was good. That was called The Good Life, if you want to look it up, if you're outside UK. I also mentioned Steptoe and Son. Do you remember Steptoe and Son from the 60s, early 60s, I believe, possibly late 50s? They were rag and bone men, sort of scrap metal dealers or whatever they were. Also, Bob, hello, nice to hear from you. Bob said, have you seen our American version called Sanford and Son from the 1970s? I haven't, Bob. No, I shall look that out. Sanford, Sanford, Sanford and Son. That sounds interesting. I must have a look for that. I've got so many notes here to do this, do that, look at this, look at that. People send me links and things. I do appreciate it all. It just takes me a while to get round to sorting everything out. Thank you for that, Bob. Hope all is well with you over there in the States. Frederick. Hello, Frederick. Nice to hear from you. He says, back in the 50s and 60s, in the mornings, everything was bustling, a hive of activity. He says, downtown, you go down there, there's shopkeepers opening up their shops, putting out their signs, putting out A-boards on the pavement, the sidewalk, if you're in America. Happy days. Putting out their greengrocers, putting out all their fruit and veg, butchers hanging up dead things outside their shop. Hive of activity. Now, I remember that. I remember going downtown when I was a youngster with my mum or my grandparents, and it was all happening. everything's happening, 8 o'clock in the morning, people are bustling around, sorting stuff out. He said, you go downtown now, which I try not to, Frederick, I do my best not to. You go down there now, and I have been down there, obviously. It's quiet. A lot of people walking about. All the shops, what shops there are, they just turn the sign round from closed to open. And that's it. They put a few lights on, that's it. There's no bustling anymore. There's no, I don't know, all the different words I could use. Hive of activity, I think, is the best thing. People all getting ready for the day's business. Shopkeepers saying morning to other shopkeepers, I remember that. Shouting across, morning, nice weather, should be a good day, let's hope we're busy. Postman going along, morning, all this business. Now it just seems to be, well, there's coffee shops, but it just seems to be people mooching about. They're miserable. Morning, is it? I'm sure everyone's not like that, but I know exactly what Frederick means. One thing that might liven up the high street or the town centre, I suppose, is perhaps an indoor market. You've got some of these huge shops closing. We had Woolworths close here. Huge shop Woolworths was. I don't know what it is now. That would have been ideal for an indoor market. That would attract people to the town centre, but no one seems to have any ideas anymore. It's just, let's put wiggly lines out on the road. That'll look nice. As if wiggly lines are going to attract people. Oh, let's go downtown. I hear there are wiggly lines on the road. Wow, really? Let's go and have a look. What a load of rubbish. Just reading a news item here. Pizza Hut falls into administration with 75 restaurants and 741 jobs at risk. Another one bites the dust. Pizza Hut. It's just one after another. Every day I'm hearing about pubs and businesses and shops and everything closing down. There's going to be nothing left. What's it like where you are? What's it like in America? In Australia? Go on, Rob, what's it like down? Have you got stuff closing everywhere? North Carolina Sun, what are you doing over there? Are your shops closing? Have you got pubs? I wonder, do you go to the pub? Be interesting to hear from everyone. What are local businesses doing in your area? Raise rants at protonmail.com. As several of your emails have said, thank you for your messages and emails, always appreciate them. As several of you have said, well, more than several, it's to do with online shopping, isn't it? Why wander around the town searching shop to shop for what you want when you can just go online? It's delivered the next day or even the same day. I've ordered bits and pieces in the morning. They turn up in the afternoon. That's amazing, isn't it? I don't have to leave the house. I just sit here at the computer. But that's not the same, though. Somehow a lot of people miss walking around the shops, browsing, looking in shop windows, going in, having a chat to the assistant. What sort of shoes have you got? Have you got a dress like this? Or I'm after a pair of jeans like this. I don't miss that because I hate the town. I'm guilty, I suppose. I'm guilty because I hate the town. I hate shops. I hate shopping. I hate all of it. I'd rather go and sit in the woods on my own in the rain than go shopping. Not long now the clocks change and Halloween. When I was a boy, in the old days, we didn't have Halloween. I'm sure, no, we didn't. We had Guy Fawkes on November the 5th, of course, bonfire night as we called it, or firework night. And we built a sort of Guy Fawkes thing out of old trousers, a shirt and a pillowcase stuffed with something to make the head. We'd draw the face on the head, put a hat on him, and we'd drag him over on some old pram wheels over to the local shops, and we'd sit there with a tin, penny for the guy, penny for the guy. Some people would put a penny or two in. One or two people might put sixpence in if you're really lucky. Then we go and spend all that money on penny bangers and let them off in the street and then drag our guy home. So that was that episode dealt with. We'd gone over there, we collected money, we spent money, then we go back home. It was good fun though, penny for the guy. I used to enjoy that. Some people, of course, their parents helped with the making the guy, and it looked really good. Ours was just obviously an old pillowcase stuffed with newspaper and a face badly drawn on it. But we did it ourselves. It was our own creation. We didn't get mum or dad to do it for us. It was our own creation. Happy days. I shall leave you in peace, love you and leave you. The sun is still bright out there. A little bit of breeze from the west, blue sky, lovely jubbly. I like autumn. I'm picking up leaves every day. Gary, or those of you who have asked about Gary the tortoise, is still stomping around the garden, eating weeds and things. Only certain weeds, we don't let him eat the wrong stuff. Like I did when I was 3 years old, I ate deadly nightshade berries. They look so nice. You know Ribena, the drink? I don't know whether they do now. They used to have pictures of berries on the front. It was obviously blackcurrants. And of course the deadly nightshade, to me at 3 years old, I thought, oh look, Ribena currants, I'll eat those. Didn't do me a lot of good, to be honest. I don't remember it, but apparently I was very ill for quite some time. Be good, be bad. If you're bad, don't get caught. I shall see you on Sunday, of course, with the hour-long episode. Thanks for listening. Really enjoyed your company as always. Take care. Bye-bye for now.